Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
To this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack podcast. I'm joined with Donnie, Delvin, and our first special guest of 2024. We have a partner direct to talk about today. Super exciting. It's going to be a good show. Before we dive into the news, everyone meet our special guest of the week, Anthony, also known as GamerChecks. Hello.
Hey guys, my name's GamerChecks. I've been streaming for forever now, since 2015 going into 2016. So I've been streaming for quite a long time. I started playing games when I was little. I played a lot of Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, a lot of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. So I come from that era. I really love Nintendo games. I've actually been playing a Nintendo game that came out in December, which I would love to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, tell us everything.
So I've been playing Dragon Quest Monsters.
Ooh.
You guys know this? You guys know this game even came out? First of all,
Is that the one that Donnie
That's
you
it.
were telling me is like a better Pokemon?
Well, I was hoping it was going to be, and then I played the demo, and it was not.
So
Tell us about it, Anthony.
it starts off extremely slow, but essentially it kind of harkens back to like the older Pokemon games where it's like it runs way better. I thought it was going to be terrible because that's the thing I heard from everybody. Like, oh, it doesn't run so great. Yeah, like when you get into some of the open big worlds, that it doesn't run the best, but I like it more than the most recent Pokemon game.
Well, comparing it to Scarlet and Violet as far as performance goes is a
Not
pretty
great.
low bar. So if it
Yeah.
runs better than
Exactly.
that, then that's a good sign.
They would
I
do
know
Yeah.
that I wouldn't say it, I saw some folks on Reddit saying that there was a patch that came in that made it a little better than it was in the demo. I have not
Right.
gone back to the demo or anything to try it since then.
There was
It's just
actually
like
an additional patch as well because the first of February they surpassed 1 million sales in Japan, which
go.
is crazy because I bet none of you saw a trailer for this game.
No,
Nobody
it's kinda
nobody knew it came
Not at
out.
all.
Nobody knew it came out. I've talked to so many people. People have come by my stream like, "Is this the one on the Wii?" It's like, no, this is the one that
on the
literally
Wii.
just came out. Yeah, exactly. This
Yeah.
just came out in December.
I
Another
only
thing-
knew about it because Donnie told us about it, but I didn't even know it came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Almost done.
like they just like Dragon Quest. It was the same thing with Dragon Quest Treasures, and this they just kind of gave it no marketing in the States, no marketing in Europe, no marketing in Australia,
I
just
mean, definitely compared
Japan
to
only.
like Dragon Quest 11, which had tons of marketing for like a year. You're
Exactly.
definitely right. Monsters is pretty cool. It has like this weird, or not weird, it has this gimmick where when you're in the open world, the seasons change in real time.
yeah.
So like the winter will like blow in, and then the fall will blow in, and then the spring will blow in, which is kind of neat.
Different monsters. You'll meet like
Yeah.
different monsters. And there's more and more of that because like there's basically like 6 different regions, and they're basically kind of like the circles of hell, really, honestly.
What?
And it's like yeah. It's
Six
pretty messed up.
regions, Pokemon could never.
Yeah, so like you go higher up and it gets like it either gets colder in this direction or it gets like more smoggy or it becomes like a volcano area and the monsters get like crazier. It's like, oh my gosh, this like their versions of Shiny are like the like large monsters and they
I don't know what Dragon
No.
Quest 4 is.
We're not Dragon Quest like
No, no.
knowledgeable.
no,
Let
you're
me
fine.
play something.
I
It
didn't
feels
know
like Dragon Quest comes out every week. Like every time I look
Yeah.
at a new Dragon Quest game,
It's true. It's
which
true.
one do you want me to play? Just tell me.
So
which
wait,
one
you've
to
been
play.
playing this since December, so it must have a lot of content to keep you playing
It
it.
does. I put around 30 some hours in it. I also run a World of Warcraft classic season of Discovery Guild, so I have a lot of stuff.
What?
What?
World of Warcraft classic season of Discovery. It's basically like old school
Is it like-
2004
are we about to do
vanilla.
the Scooby-Doo thing where he pulls the mask off and it's just Garrett.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Feels like we just replaced Garrett with Garrett. Like,
Yeah,
what's
there we
going
go.
on here?
There you go. Love it. Love
But
it.
essentially, I run a guild. Like it's it's like running a show. You have a lot of stuff you have to like. I have to make sure people show up
Busy
and do
guy.
this, do that.
Oh yeah, okay. I can.
So
You know
get
what?
that.
I can empathize with that. I get it.
Yeah,
No.
but I have to make sure 39 people show up, which is the worst
I could
thing.
never. No.
We couldn't
No.
even get everyone to show up for our annual Christmas show.
Our guest was
Dev.
the first person to join the call. He's like, I'm here.
So Anthony, tell us. So you wanted tell me two things. Number
Yes.
one, you wanted to.
So I wanted to join. I wanted to join because I met you guys through Grub and Mike Delcoto.
Love for Grub.
I watched their show, and they're in Giant Bomb, and they used to be part like, and the Nextlander group. The Nextlander group of guys used to be in Giant Bomb. So basically, like everything kind of branches from Giant Bomb. Like that's how I got to you guys. I saw like Jeff was on an episode of Nintendo Shack. I would love to like listen to these guys and see if everything's if we'd be a good fit to hang out and
about
talk.
Nextlander and Giant Bomb, and Delvin was bounced. He was like, "I am out of here."
Yeah, that's what happens. It was because of the feud me and Jeff grew up.
You have a feud with
No,
Jeff Grubb?
no,
No,
he
no,
doesn't. Good people over there. We love
How
them.
do you know I don't, Rebecca?
Because
Pick my
you don't.
feuds.
How could you?
I don't know.
My favorite Nintendo game. This is a tough one. I'll say a few.
Choose
Oh,
wisely.
let's go. One. You have to
One,
say your
okay.
number
You
You have to
one.
pick one.
Choose
Fire
wisely.
Emblem
You
Awakening.
will be good. Judge.
Oh,
That's a good
this is
one.
Garrett.
That's a good one.
That's
This
a
is
good
Good
Garrett.
answer. That's points. Those are brownie points right there.
You do like, you like that as well. Okay, what were the other ones you were gonna say? I'll let you say a few more.
I really like Pokemon Crystal. I like
Good
like
choice.
the
Like, next, she's trying to find one that she likes. She's like,
There you
and
go.
I also really like Twilight Princess. I thought that was really fun when it came out.
nice.
Or it's Adventures or whatever the heck that
Yeah,
was
okay.
over that.
Okay, you know Zelda.
But
game.
The most
good.
important
You can
question in
stay.
the check is this:
Yes.
do you like Taylor Swift?
Ooh.
Choose wisely.
Mm.
Choose wisely.
See, we
brother.
all perked up.
Okay.
We're like,
Oh,
Okay, I'll say this. I think what she's done for the
Uh-oh.
sports community is great. I think she's really helping sports out really great.
The politician.
Good answer.
Uh,
Good
I
answer.
The thing is like
some
Taylor
good
Swift.
things for some people at
Yeah.
some times.
The thing about Taylor Swift in me is I'm a like I was an emo kid. I've been an emo kid
That's
forever.
okay. Listen, there is a whole community of what are called Sweemos.
Oh,
People like
what?
you who like emo kind of music, but resonate with Taylor Swift's music, and so they listen to
Hmm.
covers of her music.
oh yeah,
done
I've
in,
listened.
like,
I've,
a
yeah,
punk-
like
absolutely
Tell us what you've been
not.
up to.
I am not doing a 4-hour podcast with you.
Is our stream down?
Uh-oh, are we?
Yes, it is down.
We're
It's
down,
back. It's back. It's back.
It's
Okay.
back.
It goes up and down.
down. Damn it, Melon.
We're back now?
It goes up and down. It does this
Okay.
every week.
If we're
Okay.
back, then Rebecca, don't say what you just said 2 seconds ago.
Okay, Donnie, what have you been up to this week?
I played Geometry Survive, and I'm obsessed. I absolutely love it. Does anybody know what the hell I'm talking about?
I saw your
Yes.
20 posts about it.
My 20. I posted twice. Thank
is
you.
is this
Twice
supposed to be like a
times 2
newer
is 20.
Geometry
There you go.
Wars?
That's exactly what it is. There's
Yeah.
this developer called Brain Seal Entertainment. They did not make Geometry Wars, but essentially, they saw what was happening with Vampire Survivors or Vampire. What's it called? It's the
You're right,
Vampire-
survivors.
Vampire Survivors, you got it.
I've only played it like twice. They saw
There's a
that go
better one
viral,
too.
and they were like, "What if we did that, but it was Geometry Wars?" And then they made that game, and that's exactly
Smart.
what it is. It's those two games smashed together. It's a rogue. There's a mode. It's 20 minutes to survive. It gets increasingly more hectic and chaotic as Geometry Wars tends to do. And at the end of your run, you earn money or points or whatever that you can spend to upgrade your ship to make a longer run and go on a longer run and go on a longer run. I've completed the
roguelite.
run. Yeah, yep. I've completed the run, I don't know, 10 times or so. Of course, the hard part becomes once you start completing the run, then you can up the difficulty, and there's like these trophies that you can earn, and like
Mm.
you're trying to collect and unlock everything. It's a very cheap game. It's $4.99. I was expecting this game to be every bit of $20 when I saw it. For it not being Geometry Wars, because I think Activision owns Geometry Wars, which means
Yes.
I think Xbox owns Geometry Wars.
Yeah, Xbox. Yep.
So for it not being Geometry Wars, it looks and feels and sounds probably as close as you probably could without being sued.
Yeah, it looks
that's why
great.
it's called Geometry Survive and not Geometry Wars Survive and all. Yeah.
Are you into those sorts of games? Like, do you like the Vampire Survivor
No.
like games?
No, I can't. No, I historically do not like roguelites at all. But
I have a
would
recommendation
love-
for you. Have you you guys have gaming computers, right?
I do.
Okay.
Rebecca
There's
does
this game
too, she would
called-
know, but she does. Yeah.
There's this game called HoloCure, like HOLOCURE. It's free. HoloCure.
Okay.
Free is what's free.
It's so good. Like it's
Free is good.
it's the best Vampire Survivors. You don't have to pay anything. All the stuff you like, all the coins to upgrade your characters or get the gacha mechanics. Because there's gacha mechanic 3, like you can get like 1 or 5 of these anime girls. And then they have like certain
Yeah.
powers, like, oh, this anime girl has.
Me and Delvin.
Johnny's
No,
gonna
just
love
press
that.
We're in.
We're in.
Okay, good. No, it's really good. Like, seriously, just give it a shot. You'll fall in love. You can get different outfits for the like if you
All in.
put your coins
All in.
on the people,
Is
you'll
there
get new outfits. Like, oh, this chick's wearing a fish on her head, or like it's great. It's fantastic. Also, there's Animal Crossing house building in it. So like you go to the
Uh-oh.
Hollow Home
Uh-oh.
and you can go
I heard
inside
that.
and make you can like go inside and you can like put down trophies you get from because there's fishing and there's cooking and then there's like a little farming game and it all just
It has everything.
and it goes right back to the main game.
Me a little bit. I don't want to do all that.
It's so easy. It take like you can literally do it for like 3 seconds.
Is that
get
stuff
like
optional?
it's straight up optional.
You can
Okay.
ignore it, Donnie.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you can
back.
ignore it.
You
The
can just
only thing it
follow the
does
anime
is
girls.
you can make like a tempura, and it gives you like plus 20% attack speed or something like that.
Okay, so you get buffs and stuff. That's
Yeah, it's just buffs. Yeah, it's
No,
great.
I've
Really
loved
good.
Geometry Wars for decades now, going back to the 360. When I came across Geometry Wars and Geometry Wars Retro Evolved, and Geometry Wars 2. I played Geometry 3 on Vita. Didn't like that one as much. I remember I loved Geometry Wars on Wii. I still have my Geometry Wars on Wii. I don't know if a lot of people even knew it came out on Wii, but it was super fun to play with the Wiimote and stuff. I love this game, and or I love this
I have a pretty-
franchise, and I was happy.
Yeah,
to
I have
see
a
that
pretty
this
funny
came out.
story about Geometry Wars. So me and my during like the Xbox 360 days, me and my friend were like competing like on the leaderboards to see who could get like the
course.
higher scores.
Yeah.
remember
I
those.
hired a
Yeah,
guy
that does.
online. And he was like the 3rd best in the world. I sent my Xbox to him so it would be on my account. And he used my my account,
Commit to
got
the
like
bit
this
here
great
is real.
Kind of
the
I hired
craziest
the world's
high
third
score.
best Geometry Wars player.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's
my friend.
funny.
It was supposed to be a really good April's Fool jokes. Like so he came back and he's like, how the hell did you do that? It says you played like 16 hours straight. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just really good. And then I let him know on
Easy.
April 1st that I
That's
was
some
just
dev
messing
shit.
with him.
I would have never
Isn't
let
it,
him know.
Delvin? That's some dev shit.
That definitely is.
Right?
That's
It's
funny.
like, you just
Definitely.
gotta get good. You gotta get good. I don't know what it is. The problem is you're just not very good at it. Get on the 6, bro.
Get better.
So yeah, it's $5. It's super fun, and I've been playing it almost nonstop. That's it. We have a long show. Moving on.
Okay, excellent. That's what you want to talk about today? That's it? You want to say anything else?
No, he does
Good,
not.
moving along. I'll be really quick. So, Splatoon Side Order is the DLC for Splatoon 3. I had high hopes about it, and I am pleased to say I love it. It's really good. It
Did
is
you have high
also what?
Did you have high hopes?
I did because Octo Expansion was my favorite game
This is true.
of 2018, and I will say that every time. I don't know that this will be my favorite game of 2024. I don't think it's as good as Octo Expansion. It's quite different, but it is kind of a roguelite type of thing, which like I was worried about that because I'm not a roguelite person, but it's very good. I probably like it because it's Splatoon-ish. The story is interesting. The progression is good. Like it's really hard at first, but then like each run you get better and better and better. I have not cleared the Spire yet. I got to floor 29 and died. I got to floor 30 and died. It's out of 30, and then you do the final boss.
You start all over again, right?
I got to floor 30, and the final boss is not that hard, but I panicked and I died. I just panicked.
It happens.
Yeah, but I'm
I did
confident.
that in Peglin a lot.
Yeah, you get nervous because like it's very high stakes. You got to start all over. You can pay, like you get this currency called pearls. You can pay pearls to restart a level that you died on. But since it's floor 30, like it costs a lot of pearls, like more than I have. So I could like save up and try to restart at that level. But like if I do another run, I'll probably just get to floor 30 again.
Hey, you got it. You got it.
So I'll keep doing that. I'll keep doing it with like different weapons. You can get different rewards if you clear floors with different weapons. Also, last night I went to the Stardew Valley orchestrated concert. That's where I got this shirt.
Wow.
It was really nice. I love all the music from Stardew Valley. I've gone to a couple of different orchestrated video game things, like the Zelda Symphony of the Goddess back in the day.
I did the Final Fantasy. It was a Final Fantasy 8 one.
Yeah,
okay.
they're
Pretty good.
so good. Like if you like a game and like you like the music from the game, people were dressed up. It was really great. So they just started that. So if you are interested in Stardew Valley, they're going all around the country, all around the world. Check it out. There might still be tickets near you in the next couple weeks.
Maybe in Michigan. Come on, Michigan.
Probably. Look it up.
Probably not.
Delvin, you got nothing you want to say?
Absolutely not. We have so much to talk about. I don't need to talk.
We do have a lot to say. We had a partner direct this past week. Some pretty good stuff announced. I saw really mixed opinions on this partner direct. People either were like, there's so much to play, I want to buy everything, or like, that sucked, give me the Switch 2 like regular first party direct.
That's the thing, right? We wanted to hear more about the Switch 2 and the fact that it got delayed. Yeah.
Listen, that'll come. That'll happen.
My only take was, wouldn't those two opinions, those two ends of the polarity that you just described, wouldn't that be the case for like every partner direct?
Yes.
Yeah, any
Yeah,
direct,
it's just partner
honestly,
direct,
any
right.
direct.
Yeah, but with the
Just
partner
killer.
directs, it's like you can't expect a whole lot, and like people are still gonna probably not be completely, satiated either way. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, we had a leak last night saying that they're going to show they're going to announce the Switch 2 in March. So we'll see.
yeah, that's.
I think anything's possible. Donnie, take us through the announcements, and I'll chime in when I'm interested.
Okay. Well, the
what you
first
hear.
one they kicked off the show, I tried my best to put these notes in order of the actual show. The show kicked off with Grounded, the famous game from Xbox Game Studios, coming to Switch April 16th.
I might
Any
try
thoughts?
it. I don't know.
I beat
Maybe
it.
I'm like
I beat it.
kind of
It's,
interested.
It
Uh-oh.
doesn't look very good on the Switch. I don't think
it
it's going
looks
to run.
a little soft, but it's not out until April, so maybe there's a little bit more time. But it looked a little. I think it'd be okay. It's a
I don't care how it
cartoony
looks.
game. I think it'd be all right.
Yes, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
It
I really like.
It's kind of the
Grounded.
same thing with like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think it's going to chug. I really do. But
Mm,
maybe not. Like hopefully
no, you're
hopefully it runs
Might be on
great because
Switch
it's a good
2.
game.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Yep. Switch 2, it's
Ender-
going to be perfect.
There you go. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. Explore an interconnected map full of secrets and intrigue in the sequel. Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights.
I
comes
played
out later
Ender
this year.
Lilies. It's a very good platform Metroidvania type of game. I really liked it. I will definitely consider getting Ender Magnolia just because I really liked Ender Lilies. If you like that type of game, check it out.
I remember Elaine really loved this game, and it's been
Yeah.
on kind of like my I want to try list, but I've never tried it.
Yeah,
It's
people are
beautiful.
recommending
The
it to me.
bosses are good. The exploration is good. It has really good vibes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
looks.
The next
it
game
looks
out
several
nice.
was-
times, so I'm excited for it. I might try it.
The next game out was a Ranger. It's a role puzzling adventure game. It says follow Gemma, a small town misfit, on a journey of self-discovery in this puzzle-packed adventure game. When Gemma moves, the world around her moves, and yeah. Delvin?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's I thought.
Thinking
All right,
hurts.
let's get excited. Unicorn Overlord. This game comes out March 8th, 2 days before my birthday, and you has a free demo you can play now. This is a new tactical RPG from Vanillaware. I've played the demo, and I like it.
How you
a
like
lot.
it? You like it?
I like it a lot. Yeah, it's definitely it scratches the Fire Emblem itch without being Fire Emblem, and it's different. And so that is a good thing. It's gorgeous. I had to go get the OLED. Like, it's really pretty.
I'm so excited.
Which Vanillaware, they have their own style. Like, it's just like they're just Vanillaware, right? It's like almost like when you think of like Grasshopper or any, like they just have their own look. Maybe like Way Forward, like their animation just looks a little different than everybody else's. Vanillaware definitely has their own. I did not play the last game that they made. Was it 13 Sentinels?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't play that one, but I did play Dragon's Crown a lot.
That's the one I played. That's why I was excited.
And that's what it reminds me of. Maybe more than the 13 Sentinels game, at least stylistically.
Like the art looks painted on almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like
Dragon. It looks like
it looks like Dragon's Crown, like it's art, but like in a Fire Emblem sort of game. That's why it's stunning. It's like March is going
at any point in time. So like that really becomes the tactics, because you don't move units around on a grid like Fire Emblem. It's not like this unit can move 6 spaces and this one can move 4. It's not like quite like the chess type board game. The units have like a different speed, but they move in real time.
Okay.
So you just kind of have like a map and they just kind of move around. And it's like if your unit is a horse unit, it just moves twice as fast as everybody else. So it'll get there first. And
so is it kind of like an RTS?
Kinda, yeah. That's really where the strategy comes in, is which units you like will get there first and how you group them together to combat weaknesses. The demo just seems to be like the first part of the game. Your save will transition over if you buy the full game. I think that's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people like that. However, when I am playing a demo, like I want to experience the game. That's why I'm interested in the demo. It's really wordy. It's really verbose for a demo. Like they really walk you through long cutscenes, and I'm like, dude, I want to fight stuff. That makes sense. Like I will deal with the story when I buy the game. I want to fight stuff. I wanted to. So that was like my only thing when I was playing, and I was like, I really want to.
You just would rather have a chunk a little later in the game.
Yeah, let me see the mechanics.
Stuff.
Yeah, let me see the mechanics. Let me see what I'm working with, and I'll deal with the story later. But I say that. I realize there's probably people that are going to get this game where they're just going to play the intro now and then pick up where they left off, because the game comes out pretty soon. It's like what, a week and a half away.
Yeah,
so it's okay. I liked it. I'm not sold on buying it, not day one anyway. I got a lot to play, but I do think I will make time for it when the gaming calendar allows it. I think this will become one of the games out of this direct that I'm absolutely going to get before the end of the year.
Okay.
Another game that popped up in this direct is the reason why I'm not going to be buying it that day. I'll just when we talk about it. But yeah.
The next game out was Monster Hunter Stories, being ported over from the 3DS. Comes out this summer.
Great game.
That's cool.
I wish they would do more 3DS ports.
It seems like that's kind of where we're headed. We're starting to see more and more of them start to pop up.
I hope
You guys think they'll do Monster Hunter Stories 2 for the Switch?
I have no idea.
Because that's the one that's liked a little bit more than the first one. It's basically they got their Pokemon going even harder that time.
Sure. Yeah.
Got to buy this one first, though.
Yeah, I would imagine if this one sells well, then why not? Right? If they're already working on the thing, then they're probably doing them in tandem. The next one out was Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Launches on Switch later this year. Delvin, take it away.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this one because I told the story on PSVG that this was like my son's favorite game when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's a really fun platformer with Mickey Mouse has a different twist on it. It's a third-person platform, if I remember correctly, when you kind of use the paintbrush to like paint things in the background and help you build the world and stuff like that. It's a really cool, fun game and a really fun Disney game for its time. interesting, cool story. That's about the like the original old black and white Disney characters that people like forgot, and they're trying to come back and take over. It's a really cool story. I liked it a lot when I played it a long time ago. I think I came out on Wii. And
I played it on Wii. Yeah, I'm not sure if it made it to like portables or something, but I played it on Wii, and I just, I said the same thing to you on PSVG. So if anybody heard that and it's duplicative, I'm sorry. But I just thought it was like a good game. I'm not like over enamored with it or anything. I remember I picked up Epic Mickey like in a discount bin, and I was just like, yo, this is pretty fun. It wasn't amazing, but it is interesting to see how many people, there's a whole generation of gamers that are younger than us.
Yes.
Like your son that grew up, like this is their nostalgia.
Exactly.
They're nostalgic for Epic
This
Mickey.
is like what my Crash Bandicoot would have been.
Yeah. And I've seen some of that since this direct, and it's blowing my mind. I'm like, really, guys? Endless Ocean and Epic Mickey, this is but it's true for them. Like these are seminal games for them, and that's awesome.
And the thing about it was during the time when there was a lot of bad Disney games come out, this is one of the few ones that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and here's the thing: it's $60, and I don't mind it being $60 again. But like when you think of remakes, especially from like the era, like we've got like the Crash collection for $60, the Spyro collection for $60, remaster Tony Hawk. Like I kind of wish it was Epic Mickey 1 and 2.
Yes,
then I would have been like, I'm all in. Now I'm kind of the same boat I was on the Wii, where I'm like, I'll wait for a sale.
They're giving you new abilities and stuff in this game, like this rebrushed edition. So I think that's maybe why they didn't make the second one yet, or maybe they'll do the same thing with the second one and re-release it later.
I do want to point out in the chat, they did correct us. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is all on Switch. And I thought that when you said it, but I don't Monster Hunter like that. So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was. I only remember the 3DS one, like wanting it.
I was thinking, I was like, well, Garrett's not here. We'll never know. So
now, but we know because chat's killing it. There you go.
We got it.
We got it.
Next out was Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. This is a definitive edition of Shin Megami Tensei, and we'll have like all new DLC. And I heard there's like almost like a new campaign. I don't even pretend to act like I know anything about this game, but I know Rebecca does.
I know.
So hit us with.
I don't. I was gonna say Garrett has. I know that I saw he had opinions on it on Twitter. I did not care enough to read what those opinions are, but I know he felt strongly about this one way or another.
I can talk about it vaguely. Like this is essentially like the Persona 5 Royal edition of the Shin Megami Tensei game.
Yeah, I know about this because my son's a big fan of this game.
I would love to get into this series. It sounds like I would like it.
Have you played any Persona?
Do you really?
No.
You should.
Shin Megami Tensei is very bleak.
Shin Megami. I think you should do Persona. It's very
dark.
Yeah.
I love that.
I
love that.
Bleak.
You know I love that.
Despair.
Okay, if you love that sort of stuff,
that
you'll
ruin my
very
life emotionally. Oh, I don't like long games. Nope, never mind. We're done.
Incredibly long.
Nope, we're done.
They are really long.
I think you would like Persona better.
Persona has style. Like Shin Megami Tensei has like the bleakness, the darkness, the like really attitude, like of we're creating these monsters and everything's going to heck. And then Persona's more like, oh, we're students and we got a lot of style, and it has like Persona has.
Why would I like that
better?
better? I do own a Persona game. I'll try it eventually.
Because Persona's.
You know which one you own?
Storyline to it. Better storyline, more characters to be invested in,
more relationships.
It's a better built universe, and it still has a lot of the things that Shin Megami Tensei has.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Exactly.
I don't think she's gonna like either one of these games, so I'm gonna give up.
I would try Persona 5 Royal.
One of these.
I think that's the one I have.
That one is so slick. I think you'd really enjoy it.
I think the big news about this Shin Megami Tensei game is it's going to be on other consoles now, because the original one that came out.
Oh no, Persona 4 Golden is the one I have.
That one's great too.
That's my favorite one.
It's not as stylish as 5, but it's still great.
Okay, moving on.
So anyway, shout out to the RPG Cave. Go listen to Garrett wax poetic about Shin Megami Tensei 5. The next game out is Star Wars Battlefront: The Classic Collection, which
I know about this one as well.
Battlefront and Battlefront 2, as well as all DLC and everything that those games had to offer, and we'll have massive online 64-player multiplayer on Switch. It's coming to everything, but
Not just that, they're
on Switch.
adding new maps and new special characters. So like they're adding Kit Fisto and
That's right.
Asajj Ventress, bald lady.
Yeah. Kit Fisto. People
I
like Fisto.
love these
do not
games
know.
so much. These games are so awesome. I played so much of these. I used to play Battlefront 1, and we'd have private servers, and we'd like do like zombies, like there'd be mods where you're just a bunch of like clone troopers shooting zombies. This game had so much modability. I hope, because this is also coming
Not
out
a
on
chance.
PC.
Well, maybe on PC, but definitely not.
Yeah,
on Switch.
no, not
a
on
chance you're gonna
Switch.
run
Yeah,
anything
I'm
like
not
that.
gonna play this on the Switch. I'll
Yeah.
play it on the PC. But
It comes out
um,
March 14th.
Yeah.
Jack is stoked. Like really, this is by far and away the best thing for him. And as much as I'm not a Star Wars guy, I actually think this is probably a really good fit for the Switch, which doesn't probably have a whole lot of, outside of like the live service, like the free to play, like multiplayer shooters. Like it doesn't have Call of Duty and Battlefield and stuff like that. It doesn't have the Battlefront games even. So like this is a really good fit for the system to get like some multiplayer shooting going on. I think a lot of people are going to buy this.
Yeah.
On Switch specifically, I think a lot of people are going to buy this.
But I think I'm going to buy it on PC and Switch because I like laying in bed, and I think it'd be fun to just those games aren't graphically intensive or anything like that.
Right.
They're
No,
PS2
it's gonna run
games.
pretty well.
Yeah, so I can lay in bed, take my Switch out and play it. Hopefully it's it doesn't really need to be cross-compatible. There's not much you're getting. So yeah, I could just hop in between, like, if I want to play like a modded game, I could jump on my PC, or if I just want to play like the campaign, like Battlefront 2's campaign, I could just hop into bed.
What were you going to say, Delvin?
No, I said these are the ones that people wanted. These Battlefront games are the ones that are probably the most popular out of the bunch. The one that came to PS3, I think it was it PS3 or PS4? I think it was PS3. People did not like. They took the story
The
mode out of it.
remasters, yeah.
It's the story
The
mode out of it.
remade.
They kind of like messed it up. So these are the ones
didn't
people
know
want
that.
to play. So this remake, this kind of remaster is kind of what people wanted a while ago, because I've been playing these for a while. They're very fun games and
So good.
super excited to play.
Aspire is not my favorite folks to support.
even
So we'll
close.
see how they. But I've got to get it for Jack. Like Jack's really excited for this one, so I think we gotta
Aspire
find it.
has hit or miss games.
I
Like
think it's $40, and it's on sale if you pre-order.
That's
it.
a good
It's like
price.
35 or 34, so that's not too bad.
Epic Mickey should have been that price.
because
Right, exactly.
Aspire also did the Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. They did the Jedi Outcast like
They've
re-releases.
done all of them. They were supposed to do the KOTOR remake until it got taken away from them, probably
Yeah.
because they're Aspire.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I hate to throw stones at developers, but like, I just not a big
Yeah.
fan.
So to,
Really not.
to lower people's expectations, you're
Yeah.
essentially going to get what the game looked like back then. It's pretty much going to look like now on the
It's
Switch.
up there.
And it looks fine. Like
it looks
honestly, it
awesome.
looks like a
Looks are the
PS2
least
game.
of things that I'm
Yeah.
concerned about, yeah.
The thing I'm worried about is, if you were a droid over here, well, you were like 30 paces ahead to get to that flag cap or capture that territory. So as
I'll,
long as they keep that old stuff.
I'll give it a try for the campaign. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the campaign is great. In Star Wars Battlefront 2, you there's like ship combat. It's really good.
Like Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, like Rogue Squadron. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, think about it like this. You remember in Star Wars Episode 3?
Look at this. I didn't realize Anthony's like, listen to me here. Let me tell you all about the Star Wars Battlefront.
Well, okay. So Star Wars Episode 3, where like in the beginning of the movie, Anakin is like flying around and he's trying to land on one of those ships.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to land to go fight General Grievous. You do that shit in this game. Like you fly your starship into the other ships. You get out and you if you're a Jedi, you attack, or if you're like a rebel, just go and shoot people. It's great. It's fantastic.
Then I'm gonna have to get it. I'll at least try the campaign. Okay.
I'll play with you guys anytime, guys. I'm down to play.
I will not play with any of you.
Trying to speed it up here a little bit. Does anybody have anything to say about South Park Snow Day, Sword Art Online, or Gundam Breaker 4?
No.
I'll play Snow Day.
I'll play the Gundam game. It looks interesting.
Snow Day is multiplayer, right? It's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's a 4-person multiplayer game.
It's gonna keep me out of it. Yeah, it's a squad based.
That'll
South Park.
turn me away.
The that Gundam Breaker 4 looks interesting because it seems like there's a lot of customization and
That's the Gundam game. Wasn't that? That's how it was on 3DS, right? It's like you can build 8 million different versions of the Gundam thing, but it's like, but what do we do once we build it? Like I'm more into the let's do stuff with the Gundam part than accessorizing.
If it plays anything like like the new Armored Core game,
Yeah, I
like
don't think
at
it
least a
does.
little bit, I
don't think
think
so.
I'll like it. But I haven't played this game yet. So.
All right, June 25th, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
I'm probably gonna end
Um,
up playing it because Josh wants to play it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
Super
those
Monkey Ball?
Monkey Ball games.
I've never
Ball's
played
good.
one.
Oh, they're great. Well, they're very fun. I won't
They're
say
really
great.
good in
They're very fun.
arcades. If you find
Yeah.
one in an arcade, they're super fun.
I and friends are back with the newest adventure in the Super Monkey Ball series. Customize your character with over 300 options. Roll out across more than 200 stages. Launch past rivals with a new spin dash move. Play with friends in all new co-op adventure mode. Again, June 25th. I like Monkey Ball. I didn't like the Switch one that just came out as much as I thought I would. I just didn't stick with it as much.
The
but I liked it.
remake, right?
Yeah, I didn't stick with that one much for very long. I think I played it for like a weekend and that was it. But I played a lot of it on 3DS, which I understand is not like what most people think of when they think Super Monkey Ball. They go with motion controls and all that, and like you kind of, lead the ball along the table. It's pretty fun. I know. Speaking of Jeff and Mike, I saw they're like over the moon. Like these guys, they popped out of their chairs. This was like it for them. They screamed. They're like Super Monkey Ball. So they're very excited.
Yeah.
World of Goo 2, featuring more than 64 levels, is coming to Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive. May
Took a long time.
23rd. Yeah, so the sequel to the WiiWare game.
I never played
Um,
World of Goo 1.
You
Oh,
didn't
it's
play
fun,
World of Goo? I
No,
did.
not
It's
Multiple
really
times.
fun. I'm wondering like what they're gonna do next. It seems like a little more of the same.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would expect.
More Goo.
Okay. Fantasy
Goo.
Life, the girl who steals time.
Yes.
Vaguely interested in this.
Yes, this is
Okay.
gonna be great. The 3DS version is fantastic. I think this is an updated version of that Fantasy Life game. So if you like Stardew and cozy games, you'll love it.
My daughter
Okay.
played a lot of Fantasy Life on her 3DS. It launches Nintendo Switch October 10th, and it says change between 14 different roles called lives. Whenever you like and explore a new island packed with mysteries, build your own town in the present, and adventure into the past. Meet returning characters and uncover a ruined island's secrets.
No,
You
cool.
can play with up to 4 players online together.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that.
I think this, out of the direct, I think for me, like this was like the sleeper game. Like this is the game that people saw. They're probably vaguely aware of it. They're like, hey, it's fun. But like what I saw, I think this could be a hit depending on what other things release around the time. Like I actually think this could catch on. I could see people. If you told me, a year from now when this game comes out that there's like 5 million people playing Fantasy Life, I'd be like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
I could see it. It's gonna be pretty hot, and I think probably definitely in Japan. And then I think with Switch and stuff, it should catch on.
I mean, dude, we just were talking about a game earlier that sold 1 million copies,
Exactly.
and nobody knows about it in
And I
America.
also just thought presentation wise, I think it looked good. Like this looked like I mean, I'm not gonna. I'll save it for the end. But like the direct as a whole, a lot of varying different degrees of games, right? Like some really good looking games, some not so much.
yeah.
This one was one of the more impressive showings. Even if it's not for me, I'm kind of rooting for it. I'm like, that looks good. Like it looks.
By
like
the
they're
way,
doing what they wanna
if you
do.
guys are game collectors or anything like that, I'd recommend picking up an actual physical English copy of this game. It's
For
already
monsters?
it's already going higher than retail value.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Like, yeah, they normally don't do a whole lot of print. They kind of
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I went to order it. It was a normal $60. Ended up getting it for like 70, like from a reseller on Walmart. And if you want to buy the Japanese version of the game, like the actual copy, it sells less than the English one. So it's like
Wow.
it's just like English didn't get very many copies.
Does the Japanese version have English subtitles in it?
I don't know. I didn't risk it, and I was like, well, the English. Personally, I like the cover for this game quite a bit. I think it looks great. Like this guy right here is the end game boss in Dragon Quest IV, which you find out. Yes, it's basically like an anti-hero story. You're basically the bad guy in this. It's
Okay,
pretty
cool.
pretty whack.
All right. The next two games was Another Crab's Treasure, which is out April 25th, and then Suika Game, the multiplayer mode expansion DLC. This is like the viral fruit matching game that came
Yeah, the
out.
fruit dropping.
It's
Okay.
out now. That was one of the, and it's out now in the eShop. Is anybody getting either one of these games?
I don't need no crab, son.
The
Yeah.
crab one has me interested. It's weird though. I don't really think of using my Nintendo Switch as a Dark Souls like game player. It just doesn't go 1-to-1 to me. Like I'd rather play it on PC or
As a Dark
a PS
Souls like?
yeah, it's a Dark Souls game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
It's really
Okay.
a dark day when you get crab. So yeah.
Yeah, like you like the whole idea is like you're a crab and you go and find different like shells. Like, oh, this is a pop can and I'm wearing it on my back and oh, he knocked it off. You got to go find something else.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Next was Penny's Big Breakaway, which is out now. Shadow Drop right in the direct. It's out now. I've played it. Has anybody else played it?
My son beat it.
I
He
have.
loved
Beat it
dog.
Yes.
Mm.
He beat it.
Wow.
He loved it.
Wow.
He's like a big fan of it. He was excited for it and everything. He hit me up for like $30 to buy it when it
That's
came
it.
out.
Yep. It's
He was like,
$29.99.
Yeah, he was excited.
Speaking
for it.
of Epic Mickey, it's $29.99. And so I played it. I played it for maybe about 2 hours last night. Because I also have been eagerly anticipating this game coming out, and I also really like it a lot. This is from the team
It's
that
great.
made Sonic Mania,
Yes.
Mhm.
and it's a 3D platformer. And I'm only a couple hours into it, so I don't have, well developed thoughts about it, but I can tell you that mechanically it has a lot of things, and I expect that this game will do wonders for anybody that's like into speed running and whatnot, because you're kind of like in these 3D world like levels where there's a lot of space and verticality, and you're kind of free to get to the end however you want to. And
Have you ever
with
played
it there,
Sonic
there's,
06?
No one has played
Uh,
that.
We're
Okay.
anti-Sonic here.
It's
pretty
awful.
much, sort of.
It reminds
Especially
me
Superstars. That game sucked.
Penny's Big Breakaway kind of reminds me if they made Sonic 06 like
Good.
right, it would have looked like this. Yeah, no, yeah. Sonic 06 is a notoriously bad game, but this I feel like if everything went perfectly, this is what the game would be. It just feels so nice. It feels good, like running around. It's
It
just
does. And like I said, the mechanics. So you got the yo-yo where you can like swing, like you can use it to swing and cross gaps. It can propel you. You can use it as a roller to kind of drive around like on wheels and makes you a little faster. You can also like spin around and dash, and you get a double jump. Like there's a lot there. You can combo those things together to like kind of fly, like just in midair, or like traverse like even flat walls. So I have yet to see anybody like play this game, but I am already under the impression that like I think some people will go nuts with it. I 100% can see that just like fly across the level, combo the thing, and like beat a level in 8 seconds.
I want to see speed
And
runs. Awesome.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
kind of feels like that
Yeah.
sort of game.
Game's
where you
done
kind of-
quick. Get on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But I did enjoy it. I have enjoyed it, and I look forward to keep playing it. And I will tell you this: I bought it on PC because after it came out, everybody said that it runs at 30 FPS on Switch, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna play it on my Ally. And they are aware. They're like, yeah, no, we know, we're working on it. And it's not just the Ally; it's any PC.
It's the
that
Steam
runs
Deck
that
too as
same-
well.
No,
No,
it
I
works
think
on
it's
the Steam
running
Deck.
fine on the Steam Deck.
My son
yeah.
has it on the Steam
Okay.
Deck. It
Yeah.
works
Okay.
perfect.
So I was just playing on the PC where it runs amazingly, but I want to play it. I want to play it on a portable. So I may even push it off a little bit until they get the patch out, because that's kind of where I want to play it. But,
Yeah.
The next one that was out, Devolver game, Pepper Grinder, coming March 28th. A demo is also available on the eShop, and I did play that demo. Did anybody else play Pepper Grinder?
I did not play that demo. I
Looks
want
cool
to.
though.
It looks great.
It does look cool, and it is cool. It is cool. I played it, and it is exactly what you think. Like you drill around. It's like a
Drill Dozer.
momentum. Yeah, it's like a momentum platformer. I will tell you this: after playing the demo, and it's a lengthy demo, I kind of don't want the game. It's a good game. I like it's a good game, but it's also like I don't want to play a whole game like this. Like it's just not for me.
Josh
Mm.
was interested in this one. I should tell him to play the demo just in case.
It's very good. Yeah, don't take that as anything else. It is very good. It's just maybe not quite what I was thinking
Yeah, that makes sense.
when I first saw it, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this whole thing. So that was my take on it.
That should be fun. Sometimes there's just games just not for you.
Yeah,
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 I'll try
exactly.
it. I'll see if I like it as well. That's a good call.
Pocket Card Jockey Ride On. The
Yeah.
mobile game has been ported to Switch and has a demo, and it's available now. Anybody play Pocket Card Jockey?
No, but I want to.
It's
Game
it's great. It's so good.
Is it?
Like yeah, it's honestly like
Everyone
the fun-
obsesses over it.
Yeah, it's
People
like
really
solitaire.
loved Pocket Card Jockey on 3DS. It's like solitaire, but Pokemon, right?
Yeah, it's solitaire but Pokemon. You're
Yeah.
horse betting. It's great.
That's what I remember about it. I played the 3DS version. I wasn't as enamored as the rest of the world was, and that's okay.
You don't like gambling?
So I
Is
haven't
it-
played the demo. I'm not going to be interested in this one, but people like Pocket Card Jockey a
People
lot
like Game Freak games that aren't Pokemon games. That's what
Do they? because
yeah.
they've released a lot that haven't done very well. So I don't know if they like them,
I
Older
think
ones.
I think they do.
but I think
it's
Pocket
like
Card Jockey is definitely maybe better than what Timbo the Badass.
and at the same time like we haven't. I mean I think what next month we're getting a Pokemon Direct, right?
Next week.
This month, next week.
Oh no, next week. Okay, cool.
This week.
Yeah, so I would be interested to see if they're actually gonna like go.
Dude, Harmonite. Yeah, I liked Harmonite a lot. I liked it more than Pocket Card Jockey. Good shout out in the chat. Thanks.
Yeah,
Jim.
that's a good one. I'm wondering if they're just gonna do the safe thing and do black and white remake, or if they're going to do something new like a Let's Go Silver or Gold.
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, I don't know.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of rumors, but we don't need to get into it.
Yeah, they're all rumors. So anyway, yeah, be excited. Pocket Card out on Switch. The next one was Snufkin, Melody of Moon Valley.
Skip.
That's not a real
okay.
game.
Just skip.
Zal Tales of Kinzara. I'm gonna get that one. But it's gonna be on EA Play because it's published by EA. So I'm gonna get that on Game Pass.
Okay.
Demon Slayer. Or do you want me to stop?
I know what Demon Slayer is. This is weird.
Yeah, Demon Slayer.
No, I'm
looks
sorry.
interesting.
Did anybody have anything else to say about Zal Tales?
Oh
of
no,
Kinzara?
I just I think it looks great. I've been watching it a while.
It's wild that we're getting Prince of Persia and close to each other.
yeah.
Yeah. Prince of Persia.
I wonder which one will come out on top. I bet it will be Prince of Persia.
I think it's
but
good that held until April.
yeah.
You know, so like that is good. I'll have some time to get away from it and breathe.
Yeah, so people that played Prince of Persia, maybe
This version of it is a Mario Party type anime game based off these popular characters. Demon Slayer is a great anime series.
it's great.
They had a video game come out. I think it was last year the Demon Slayer game came out. And it was kind of the same vibe as the Naruto games and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They're fun. This is way different than that game is. This is more like a Mario Party field game. It's interesting. I don't know if I want to play a Demon Slayer game like that, but yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It's
Okay.
I kind of feel the same way about the Sword Art Online game that got announced. Like the Sword Art Online games have always been good if you like Sword Art, but it's one of those things where if it didn't have the IP, it would just be a generic ass game.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. So it's just
Makes
a
sense.
licensed generic. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Next up, Kingdom Come Deliverance. The action RPG comes out to Nintendo Switch on March 15th.
This is going to run like garbage.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was honestly my take. Was like, is this going to even run well?
No. This
Okay,
game is
moving on.
huge.
Moving on, March 12th, Contra Operation. Is it Galuga?
Yes. I am
Comes
excited
out-
for this.
The demo is available now. This is being made by Way Forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow,
Did you
really?
play the demo?
Not yet. But
I
wanna
did.
play it. It just looks like a remake of Contra.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm gonna
And
try
I-
it.
And I love Contra.
Then you're going to be excited.
One of my favorite games of all time. I used to play it all the time on NES, like up, down, down,
Yeah,
left, right,
NES.
left, right, BA, BA.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was this is the jam. So I'm excited for it.
I wasn't that. I didn't like the demo a whole lot.
Oh no.
Oh, that
it's
sucks.
okay. It's okay. It's I don't even really know how best to describe it. It's Contra. So if you're looking
Is
for
it hard?
Contra,
Because Contra is hard.
no,
Probably.
I didn't think it was hard. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Rebecca?
I said probably, but if you don't think so, Johnny, then probably not.
I mean, I didn't find it overly challenging, and that's not why I didn't like it. It's just
Oh,
kind of
that's
rigid, and I don't know. I think it's the style.
Maybe.
Like it just kind of has that.
And did you like original Contra, Donnie?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. I'm not gonna
Okay.
act like I was a giant fan of anything. It's just one of those games I played back in the day. I didn't go hard for Contra or anything like that. It just was a game to me.
Right.
It was a
you needed
game.
the 30 lives to get
The
through
thir-
that. You
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I think it's the style. It has it's like a new modern style, but like gives off like almost like a. I'm trying to be nice because I don't want to say anything derogatory to his way forward, but like almost like a cheap modern, like an FMV like look and feel.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
You know what
get
I'm
what you're
saying?
I see. Yeah,
Look-
yeah.
Like we see games like this from time to time where they're like
Looks-
this new graphics, and you're looking at it, you're like, I miss the old graphics. Like the old graphics were better.
Looks almost like a cheap phone game.
It's like what was that other game? Like the Monster Ate My Neighbors, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. There's been
Yes.
a couple of these, like these remakes from like Atari
Yeah.
or Genesis, where like they're like, and it's got new graphics, and you look at it, and you're like, yeah,
Does
I
it?
don't really like the new graphics.
They-
That's what this reminds me of,
Okay.
and I'm like, I don't like it, and I think it's a healthy price as well.
How
How much is it?
I wanted to say I didn't write it down. I wanted to say I thought the eShop said it was $29.99. I might be
Oh.
wrong.
That's not too
Oh.
bad.
I feel like
That sounds about right for a Contra game. I mean, nobody's
The
going to be
original
spending
Contra-
$70 on a Contra game.
Yeah. The original
kind
Contra
of
was
reminded
short,
me,
too.
and I was going to say maybe it's 40, and that's what the chat is saying. And anyway, I tried to look
That's
it
a
up
bit
real
much,
quick.
depending on how long it is, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I got it. It is $39.99.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe
yeah,
yeah,
it just
maybe
has
wait
like
for
kind of like
sale.
that Atari remake game look.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thanks. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to like it. That was I want you to play the demo. I'd love to hear somebody that loves Contra to think of it, because maybe I
I'll
just
play it
don't.
this week.
Maybe I'm not that connected to it. But that was my take in playing the demo. I was like, honestly, here's my take. I liked what I played, but I was like, I'm not spending $30 or $40 on this.
I like the way
that
they
was-
remade the
that's me
theme
being
song
honest.
Contra, too, by the way.
Pentiment is out now, coming from Xbox Game Studios.
I love how we found out all 4 of the Xbox games in this direct that they talked about.
And more.
Even
more.
more because
and more.
More. I love how Phil
and
Spencer
because-
3
yeah.
days was like, we're releasing 4 games that show up to the direct. He was like, here's 15 games. We have
Yeah.
so many games.
Straight up
the
live.
same day this Nintendo Direct dropped, PlayStation said, "Hey, we got Sea of Thieves."
See if they, yeah, same thing.
Pentiment
is
is a good
anybody getting
game.
Pentiment?
I've
Anybody gonna
played
go
it.
Switch?
I've PC Game Pass, so I've already played through it. I might want to go back because there's a bunch of different endings you can have. But
It seems like a good fit for Switch. I
yeah.
have Game Pass forever. I'm notorious for that. I've got Game Pass until like 2030, and I have never at any point ever wanted to try Pentiment ever.
People tell me I should play this one.
So like, I'm just not.
It's a good story. You just have to like visual novels. That's it.
Yeah,
And I'm not a
right.
big visual
Yeah.
novel person.
I'm not either. But people
Yeah.
tell me I should play this one a lot. People say it's really
Okay. So moving on to more exciting news. Rare games are coming to NSO. We are getting Killer Instinct, Battletoads, and Battle Maniacs, Snake, Rattle and Roll, RC Pro-Am, and did I miss something?
Blastcore.
Blastcore. that's
Yeah,
right. Thank you.
Blastcore. I
Thank you.
bitched about this on Twitter and I got ripped apart. So
Why? What? For what reasons? Tell
I
me.
said they showed the Rare logo and then showed Blastcore.
Blastcore. Yeah. Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
people ripped me apart. I'm sorry that I wanted Diddy Kong Racing,
Of course.
or Banjo Tooie.
Who ripped you
I'm
apart for that?
sorry.
you sorry you wanted good games.
Right? People are like hardcore Blastcore defenders here.
I want Rare
Yeah,
Replay.
fuck that
Why
game.
why doesn't Switch have Rare Replay?
Why didn't
Like,
they just release Rare Replay?
I don't know, dude.
Just
you
make
know
a box
it's
copy.
been
I would have bought that. If there's
I
like,
would've bought a
here's
box
Rare
copy
Replay on
too.
Switch. It's $29.99. It's $39.99. I'd rather buy that for $40 than Contra.
makes
dude.
sense.
There is 2 of the best games that Rare ever put out. Those Viva Pinata games are so freaking good, and
Yeah.
nobody ever played them.
When
It
you
just sucks.
Conquer, no Diddy Kong, and I'm assuming they're
No, I
saving
agree.
Diddy Kong for
Saving it
another
for
run.
what? Why? I want to play
Why are they
it.
saving Viva
Because
Pinata?
That's what.
Why are
Nintendo
they
does.
saving 30-year-old games? Move on. Let's
Don't
go.
save 'em.
Just give
You
us
wanna
Rare
be saved.
Replay, please.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So yeah, so Xbox showed up with Grounded, Pentiment, Killer Instinct, Battletoads, Snake Rattle Roll,
Yeah.
Blast Score. They showed up a lot of games.
It's Xbox Direct.
Yeah, pretty much Xbox, the Nintendo Xbox Partnership Direct. And then the show ended with Endless Ocean Luminous.
This got
There-
leaked ahead of time. Puro.
It did.
Puro we
There
trust.
are 30 player online. There are over 500 different species of marine life to encounter, and it comes out in April 25th.
I might
This-
try this one.
Absolutely.
This is a good game
thought you
if-
would say that.
I don't know. I've never played it.
I have,
okay.
and I'm upset this game still exists.
You don't like it?
I never
This is
have.
a game where you need to smoke a little bit of the ganj and or take an edible
That would
and then
probably
just
help.
swim around. That's
I
what you
just
need to
have
do.
a fear of the ocean, so that's why I'm hesitant.
Oh, yeah,
This
you're gonna
is
hate
not
this.
There's not a tense game. This is
that's
not a tense
people.
game.
That's what people said.
No, there's
It's
nothing
really
about that.
relaxing.
Here's the thing. I am amazed that there are so many people that love this game. And this is what I was talking about earlier with Epic Mickey. There are so many kids, like what I would call kids, people younger than me. They're like, this is my childhood, playing Endless Ocean on Wii. And this is wild to me because I played Endless Ocean because I love the Wii, right? Everybody knows about me. Honestly, when I think of like most boring game ever made, this is one of the games that comes to mind.
Yes,
I don't
100%.
think it should not be a surprise to anybody that has ever listened to this show or me on any show. It should not be a surprise that I do not like this game.
Okay.
Like if you've heard what I've said about Alan Wake, then that is this on steroids. Like,
I
you
agree
just-
with you.
just
Alan Wake
swim
and Alan
around.
Wake too. Like
And it's
I
not
think
even like a free open swim around. Like you swim around and then like you see a
take
manatee,
pictures.
and then it like zooms into the manatee, and you kind of like look around the man. It's so boring. God, it's so
Here's
boring.
the thing.
I'm surprised this is even a thing. People
Just tell
want to
you,
pay money
here's the
for.
thing.
Why wasn't there Mario Galaxy?
I'm
like,
not playing
can we
this
get that for the Wii instead, please? Oh, we
But
got
here's
the
the
3D collection, I guess.
I'm happy that there seems to be an audience that does want this, and I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that.
That
Like,
audience is lying.
I don't think so. There's a lot. Like Google
Nobody
it.
wants this.
It's a
This
thing.
is an interesting choice to end the direct on.
It
It really
like
is.
any one of these
It
games.
really
If
is.
they would have ended the direct with Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, I would have been more excited. Than,
I would have too.
Endless Ocean.
Or Penny's Big Breakaway. That would have been a really
Yeah,
good one
like
to
the-
end
the
on.
sha-
It's
the
out
shadow
today,
drop,
it's out
yeah.
now.
Look, people, if you want to play Endless Ocean, all you gotta do is go on your computer, go to your screensaver, and set up the
That's
fish tank.
exactly what Endless Ocean
That's
is.
what it
That is the same
And I've
goddamn
seen
thing.
so many people. There've been so many reactions. They're like, I can't wait to swim around with my friends, and I'm like, why? Why? What are you doing?
No.
But
Well, it's
a
up to
thing,
like
and
36 people or something per.
unlike Final Fantasy, I want to respect it. And I could go even harder, but I'm going to respect it. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm
You
going to let
can't
people.
compare Endless
I'm going
Ocean
to let people
fucking Final
swim with their
Fantasy.
goldfish. If
Absolutely
that's what
not.
they want to do. If that's how
No.
they want to spend their time, they want to just pal around the water with goldfish and stuff. Like they can do it.
Did you
might
like
it,
Journey?
Rebecca. You can build your own like a reef, like an aquarium. Like you can find the folks and bring
I
them
like
in.
that. I do like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and it is kind of like it is screensaver
No.
the game.
Yeah.
Maybe
Did
more
you guys
so
like
than
Journey
any
at all?
game I love Journey. Yeah.
Okay, I would say this is like the Ocean Abzu version
wouldn't.
of
No.
Journey.
No,
If
I
you have all
wouldn't.
those players
Abzu
with
is
you.
a much better game. That is.
Gamer
so
Tech,
low.
stop believing.
I was
No.
upset they made 2 of these, and here they are. They're like, but wait, there's more. Like, no.
No.
Why, Nintendo? Who
Yeah,
thinks this is a good idea? But apparently, somebody over there is like, this is
30
great.
people.
Yeah, you gotta get over. You gotta play this Endless Ocean. This is a great IP that we have. You know
I
what I
couldn't-
do? I blame Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver came out. People were like, "This is great," and Nintendo was like, "Now's the time, guys."
Yeah.
Wait, we
Release
have a diving game that's nothing like Dave the Diver. Let's put this out.
That's
Why don't-
100% what I.
why don't
We
we
have
get
a water
Mother?
Dave the
game.
Diver's fault. Dave
Why
the
don't we
Diver
get Mother 3
this
instead
to
of
us.
this? Mother 3 would have been
You
huge.
can't have it. You can't
No.
have it. You're not allowed to have that. Speaking of that, the next story that I had was that Mother 3 is coming to NSO in Japan. as they launch new Mother merchandise as well.
They said, "Fuck us." They were like, "Fuck
There's
us."
my wallet.
No,
I
we don't
cried.
need it.
I mean,
cried.
here's the thing. This shouldn't be bad news. You can get a Japanese account on your Switch like that.
I don't
You can,
speak Japanese, Donnie.
then how
Time
much
to
then
learn,
you don't
Rebecca.
love Mother as much as you think you do. Learn it, Rebecca.
Konnichiwa.
Get a
There are
translator.
translations.
I have the translation, but I want it to be official on my Nintendo
I do too.
Switch.
Look at Jules.
I do too.
Outraged. I
Yeah.
knew in the moment I saw those tweets, I was like, oh no. People are gonna be super mad.
Yeah.
I have never played Mother. I tried to play Earthbound Beginnings for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm never going to do this. So
I feel sorry.
It's just
for
one
you.
of those series I've always wanted to get into, but I just want an English
the people
copy.
that love it.
Yeah.
I just have
Right.
never been one of those people. So
Like I've
I'm sorry.
known the
I'm sorry, Rebecca.
character Ness forever. Yeah, I've never played the game season. That's like
Yeah.
it kind of bothers me, you know.
So that was our last story for the direct. Kyle the Pug says, what was your favorite moment from the direct that screamed automatic day one? For him, it was Star Wars.
I didn't have a
Star
moment
Wars,
like that.
Star
Uh-oh.
Wars, Star Wars. They're adding new maps and new heroes
Here
to
he
play.
comes again.
Oh, heck yeah. I love
Let
it.
me
I
tell
love
you
it
guys,
so
you can
much.
play as Vader. Like he's really into it.
Look at Vader. You can play as Vader and Luke.
Honestly, mine had to be Penny's Big Breakaway. I've already cashed that check, so like, yeah, that's definitely day one for me.
I
Epic
think I'm
Mickey
going
for
to
you,
buy
Delvin.
Probably, yeah,
the
probably
Switch
Nick-
version
Epic Mickey.
and buy the PC version for the reasons we described earlier. Want one
So
for
before
bed.
we get into the questions and the other news, how did we think about the direct? Rebecca, I want to start with you because you said and you've been, somewhat quiet the whole show. So this directed, I'm assuming, didn't do a whole lot for you.
There's a lot of games in it that I'm vaguely interested in, for sure. I think this was a very good direct for this point in the Switch's life. I think there's a lot of good games coming to it this year.
27 games, not
Yeah.
counting the rare games as
That's a lot.
individual, like grouping them all together.
Yeah,
27 games. That's a lot more than I ever expected
yeah.
when there were rumors that we were getting a partner direct.
I mean, I went into this like thinking like I don't have any particular game that I want to see here, and there was still a lot of really good announcements.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot of announcements. It was definitely an overwhelming of quantity. Like suddenly it feels like Switch has a ton of games. Like, what are they going to do if they delay the Switch 2? And it's like they've got games coming out every week until the Switch 2 comes out. Like there are games
Yeah.
on games on games, and we don't even know what first party's cooking up beyond, Luigi's Mansion 2. I'm assuming there's something. Like there's something. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee
We
you
still don't
there's-
have a date for Paper Mario.
Yeah.
The Princess Peach one's coming out too.
Yeah, Princess Peach. I'm getting them definitely day one on Princess. So
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Less
should
than a
be
month.
fun. Should be fun.
I want to be a
yeah,
cowboy.
I thought it was a pretty good direct for what it was. I like you, Rebecca. I didn't come away with I have to get these games. Like I probably have 2 or 3 of those, out of all of these. But I imagine by the end of the year, after sales and discounts and stuff, I imagine that'll probably tick up to maybe 6 or 7. I think
Yeah.
I'll probably get a handful of these games when the price is right.
Feel the same.
And they will, and if they do decide to, hey, switch like in March, let's say they're like the Switch 2 is coming out. A lot of these prices will start to drop before it comes out. So
No, they won't.
they
Nintendo
did it.
never drops.
Well, they did it
Some of them.
with 3DS.
Well,
They did it with
Contra,
3DS.
you're gonna be able to if you wait on Contra, you're gonna get that game for $20.
Yeah. Contra,
Yeah, you'll get that cheap.
Battlefront, I think you would
True,
drop.
true,
Yeah,
true.
that's gonna go cheap. And Battlefront doesn't appear to be physical.
I pre-ordered the version on Steam, so it's
kinda
not
want-
physical.
I kind of wanted a cartridge for that one for Jack.
That'd have been
See?
I
great.
haven't seen it. Yeah, no cartridge, and that's kind of a bummer.
Limited
Hmm.
Run might be doing one.
Physical games are going by the wayside. It's going to become
that's
like
true.
vinyls where like only serious collectors, it's going to be a niche thing.
I think they'll just turn into special editions. Like everything will just be if you want a physical, it'll be
Yeah.
a special.
Oh,
edition that
I got
costs you
what's going on. So,
$100.
so Aspire always teams up with limited run games 1 to 3 months after the game releases.
I
So
would
if you
So I
wait a
might
couple
wait on
months,
Battlefront
yeah.
because I'd prefer to get him a cartridge. Maybe I'll get it for his birthday or something.
The problem though is like if you wait for that limited run, that game you might not get that game till next year
And it'll
because
cost you $30 in shipping. It'll be twice as expensive, and it'll come out 2 years later.
That's correct.
You get a
Um,
car. You get a trading card though, which is pretty cool.
That's it. You do get that card. You were correct. Picross S Plus arrives on February 29th, and Rebecca, that's the end of the news.
There you go.
All
Do you have
right.
other questions?
We made it.
Yeah. Do you want me to read the questions since we're kind of swapping
Please.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hobeek wants to know if Nintendo released a localization of Mother 3 stateside for the Switch today, how well would it realistically sell? Would it make much of a difference if it was a remake rather than a straight localization of the GBA game?
That's a tough one. I think Mother is in the kind of the same area where Dragon Quest is here in the United States. Like I feel like people know about it. Some people are really into it, but Mother is probably it'd be the same thing. Like you bring a Mother to the States and maybe it'll get some hype, but it's not going to go anywhere.
That
higher
game
than a
will
million
sell like
copies.
shit.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that after all of the hype and hubbubaloo, that like the Twitter thing would push it to a little bit, but it probably wouldn't.
It'll be
Yeah.
lucky to sell 1 million.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
Mirror's
kind
Edge
of agree with
essentially.
you.
Like everybody wanted Mirror's Edge till they got Mirror's Edge.
I mean, look at Metroid in Japan. Like Metroid does not sell well in Japan. It only sells well.
I think
here.
Mother would be way more popular in Japan. I think
yeah.
the majority of its sales would be in Japan. Mother 3.
Yeah, I mean that's like I was talking about Dragon
I still
Quest
think
Monsters.
I still think there's a I can't believe it happened part of it that could maybe get it to like 1 million. Like it could do okay.
possible.
And that would be if it's a remake. If it's just like a translated localization, it would.
Maybe I
What
think
if it's
it'd be
Mother
smart for them-
4?
It'd be smarter for them to
Not
put
happening.
it on NSO
You don't think it's ever gonna happen?
and just keep
No.
those folks subscribed. They'd probably make more money that way in the long run.
Hero Shade says, I need to expand my video game music playlist. Give me your top 3 favorite soundtracks. I'll accept either a single game or an IP as a soundtrack. Bonus points for unique answers. I'm pretty loaded with Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, Chrono Trigger music currently.
Go ahead. I have a couple.
I have a couple.
I
Mike
can go
Tyson's
for it.
Punch Out is great. I like the soundtrack for that one. That's a really fun one. Contra, of course. Contra is one I always go back to and listen to. And I'm trying to think another one I like a lot. The Metal Gear, of course. But Metal Gear is cliche. Everybody listens to Metal Gear. Everybody knows like Metal Gear and stuff like that. So I won't say that. I'll say trying to think of stuff that not many people talk about as much.
Yeah,
Maybe Castlevania.
it does have some bangers.
Castlevania's
Diamond's
really good.
Quest. Ooh.
I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to
what I was thinking
assume that Undertale is not a unique answer here, even though he didn't say it, because that is like one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. So
You can buy it on vinyl too.
There you go.
You can, and it's on Spotify. I'm gonna say Cuphead
That's a
has
good
really
one.
good music. Secret of Mana, if you like Chrono Trigger stuff, Secret of Mana has some really, really good bangers of that era. And Top Gear for the Super Nintendo. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even come to mind.
Okay, so my 3 would be Mirror's Edge. I think Mirror's Edge has a great soundtrack, always has. One is like, and there's a particular song in that game, like when the game opens up, that's fantastic. The original Dragon's Dogma has a great soundtrack. Before it turned into Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, they have this. If you just look up the song Dragon's Dogma Into Free, like that song is fantastic. And my third, and this is an easy one, is the original. It's great. It's beautiful. No, you know, if you're around the Night Elves, if you're hanging out in Stormwind and Ironforge, like it's great. So those are my 3.
I'm gonna go Rockman 4, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar.
This is cheating.
I don't think
Cheating.
that counts, Johnny.
Good choice.
I don't know. There's like 8,000 songs. That's pretty good, guys.
That's not a video game soundtrack.
There's good
Video
songs
game.
in those games. Like I would love to play me some Bring Me the Horizon.
That goes
or, you know.
against the vibes of the question.
No, good answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go. When I think of video game soundtracks, this was the one that was always a surprise. Is Destiny 2. I think the music for Destiny is incredible, and I don't even like the game or the franchise, but Dev caught me onto the soundtrack, and I listen to it not often, but it's in my rotation, especially when I'm working. If anybody's never given it a try, I would give it a try.
Yeah, if you like Halo music at all, you'll love it.
I love the Last of Us music and the themes and everything that comes out of that, especially the even the side tracks and the cover album and everything. So that's one that I can't not say as well. But outside of that, I don't really, nothing jumps off the page. I'm trying to think of like a Switch something. I like the music of Sayonara Wild Hearts.
That's good.
Planet of Lana I liked a lot. Shovel Knight, and I just like, I don't know, I like music, but I don't necessarily like listen to it when I'm not gaming. So
I
like
feel
those
you.
first two are the ones that come to mind. Like those are I listen to just as music.
Like
Obviously, the Zelda orchestra stuff and all that is really good as well.
Like Rebecca, do you listen to like gaming music, or do you just
I do
listen to
Scott Pilgrim.
I listen
Okay.
to like remixes and lo-fi.
Right. See, I'm more of a person where I listen to like screamo, post-hardcore, like that's that's the music I grew up with, and like so you got like Fall Out Boy, Taking Back Sunday, Pierce the Veil, like that's sort of my music. So it doesn't
Yeah.
jive.
With
It
video game
doesn't.
music.
Yeah, it
It's
just
glam
doesn't.
rock.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Dev wants to know, why aren't you all defending democracy with the rest of us?
I am.
Yeah. Why aren't
What
you
what is he
defending
talking
democracy?
about?
Look at that.
Helldivers 2.
We knew
Oh.
where you were at January 6th, Dev. You had to bring it to the show. your court date is coming, sir.
Jay says, we are getting so many remakes this
Rebecca's
year.
like, moving on.
Pick a game to be remade that would not sell many copies, but you would be thrilled to buy. My choice is Excite Truck.
Nice. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I think we already said it. Mother.
Mother.
Yeah, Mother 3. There you
Mother
go.
is
That's
the
mine.
answer.
I've done very good. I've been very grateful that I've had a lot of luck in this department. I've gotten No More Heroes and Clock Tower and Turok and things like that. So
Yep.
I feel like this is a good list for me to speak things into existence. So I made a list. Can I
Oh,
read you some?
God. Okay.
Yeah,
have
go
one
for
now.
it.
All right. Vigilante 8.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Nothing. No.
Never heard of
Vigilante
it.
8. It's like a Twisted Metal car shooter destruction game, like Twisted Metal.
Oh, Star
But it's
Wars
like-
Demolition
but it's
All-Star.
all
That one.
It's all like 70s vibes and stuff.
Oh.
It's really kind of cool. I played it a long time ago. Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this
I like
partner
that.
director was like, and here's Rhythm Heaven Mega, I would
buy that. I would
Yeah.
I
buy
buy
it.
that too.
Mad World
That's a good one.
Hmm.
from Platinum. That'd be good. Battalion Wars. I thought a lot of Wii games because of Endless Ocean. I'm heavy of the Wii's on my mind. How about Batman, the Brave and the Bold? Speaking of Way Forward,
I forgot about that game.
Yeah, I haven't thought about
I think
that
that
in a while.
game would actually be pretty popular if they released it today.
You think so?
I do. Yeah. Because like Nintendo doesn't have like superhero games. And Way Forward made
Except for the Lego
this-
ones, yeah.
they made this Batman beat 'em up that like was lost in a sea of licensed games during its time. Where I think graphically that game would hold up tremendously today.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. And like the old Batman style, the old cartoon style and the VO and stuff. I think that game would have a chance today that it just never did then. Anyway. The other ones that come to mind are Castlevania Lord of Shadow. If they
yeah.
brought that back, remastered it.
I'd like that.
Or the GameCube Lord of the Rings games.
Oh
those
yes,
are
or the
a
and the
lot.
PS2 ones. Both. Oh, they're all great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are what came to mind. Obviously, I want Clock Tower 2 to be remade like yesterday as much as possible. But those are all like, oh, I got one more. Sorry, I didn't write this one down, but it did come to mind. I was thinking about it last night because this is the way my weird, stupid brain works. The Conduit.
I remember that game.
Has
What was
anybody
that-
ever
what
played
was that
the
about?
Conduit? The
I don't
Conduit
remember.
Played-
was a game that came out on Wii. It was like their whole thing was we're going to bring FPS shooters back to the
To
Wii.
Wii.
But they
Okay.
came out kind of on the tail end of the Wii's life cycle. But the thing is, the Conduit is one of the best looking Wii games you've ever seen. Like they
Yes.
built a whole game around the Wii's hardware. Like they were like, we're going to make this as pretty a Wii game as possible. The reason that this game came to mind is it's been lost. I was gifted, and I'm sorry to go on a little tangent here, but this is why I thought about it.
No, go for it.
But years before the Switch came out, I won a contest. Old PSVGers may remember this. I won an NVIDIA Shield from The Verge. They had a contest. They were like, hey, retweet this. And I won one. And the NVIDIA Shield was the Switch before the Switch. They sent me an NVIDIA Shield. I played the Conduit HD on that before it was taken down. They remastered it and they released it for the NVIDIA Shield to show off. It was going to be a mobile game. And then it just, I don't know what happened. It got delisted and just never came out like on anything else other than that. It was like two devices you could play it. It's a really good game. And I would have liked to see that come back. The Conduit would have been, if you were to do what has been done to like Quake and Turok, if you were to do like this Night Dive retro remaster to the Conduit 1 and 2, I would buy it. And like that'd be a day one purchase, man. Like,
so I kind of have a question off of what you brought up. Have you guys ever won any like contests, for, like gaming related, like not just getting like a free code or something, but like winning something, it actually showing up, or
not major,
win it?
Not like outside of
Nothing
that.
major.
But here's the thing: Dev won a 3080. Dev won a graphics card. Like
Whoa,
yeah,
Yeah.
Dev's done it. I won
Dev, hit me
Shield.
up.
But outside of that, nothing major.
I
won a lot of
remember.
movies and stuff.
Yeah, the only thing. Okay, so you remember when Spider-Man 2, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 movie was coming out?
Yes.
Mhm.
I won the I you know how at Burger King they have the peel off things? I won the game. I peeled off and I got the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. So you won
yeah.
games at Burger King. That is cool. I don't think
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
really
met
cool.
anybody that did anything of those.
Yes.
Another one that came to mind is on the expansion pack. If anybody that's still doing the 64 stuff is Winback.
I
Anybody
used to
ever play
love
that?
Winback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of like
Winback
Winback was
is
kind
great.
of ahead of its day.
It was.
I wouldn't want a remaster, but I would love a new one. If they were like, here's Winback 2, it's a Switch exclusive, I'd be like, let's do it. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
My answer is Beetle Adventure Racing.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's everything.
My answer is Lost Planet.
That's a good one.
Really? You want that one to come back?
Yeah, because okay, so you gotta understand, Lost Planet 1 was kind of perfect, and then Lost Planet 2 kind of strayed away from being perfect. It was more about like bug hunting instead of big mechs. And then Lost Planet 3 became like a Gundam game, which is so weird. You it's like you and it became Titanfall essentially.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. I have
But yeah,
three.
Lost Planet. I would love Lost Planet. Like if they like did a complete remake or a new
collection.
Lost Planet, I'd be fine with a collection. I just want to play more a Lost Planet multiplayer. I thought that was so much fun.
What are your three, Delvin?
One, The Getaway.
Ooh, that is a good one. I'd be excited for that one too.
I would love they just bring it back and like, hey, it's on Switch now.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't sell very well.
Wouldn't sell very well, so yeah.
But I get
but-
one. Yeah,
but
we'd
it
be
was-
down for 2 copies.
Yeah, it's a fun GTA type clone that's kind of more of a serious take on it, where you like you and it's kind of set in that kind of Guy Ritchie mobster universe. It's a really cool game.
Mhm.
It came on a PS2. It was a really fun, cool game, interesting game to play. That one. My second one is Driver.
Yeah.
Driver was a really cool PS1 game. That very interesting, very fun thing to play. And my third game is something that no one has probably ever played. It's called Obscure.
It seems
Well,
pretty
Your
obscure.
obscure game is it called obscure? That's wild.
Obscure was
I'm now looking this up.
I think it was on PSP and PS2, but what it was it was a survival horror game where you play as students in like a school and you're being chased by a monster and you have to get away from the monster.
It's on
And-
Steam.
10 out of 10s? Holy shit.
It's really good.
Overwhelmingly positive. Delvin, I'm buying this.
It's really
I'm buying
good.
this today.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
really
play this
good
game
survival
with you.
horror game.
Does it play like
Yeah.
Dino Crisis?
kind of like the old school Dino Crisis Resident Evil games that I think if I remember correctly, you get to play as two teams and you got to go. You're going through like the school and stuff, trying to escape the monsters. It's puzzles to solve, like the old Resident Evil type games.
For as
hell
old
yeah.
as it is, it looks really good.
It
Yes.
looks great.
It was a late.
It's
PS2 game.
$7.
It was really good.
IGN, one of the most innovative horror games of 2005.
2005.
It was really good.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, you put it on my list,
Cool.
man. I'm buying it
Yeah,
today.
I'm getting that too. Good call.
All right, we have 2 more questions. I Can't See wants to know, I received an Amazon gift card as a very late birthday gift. I can only get one game. Which do you recommend? Mario Wonder, Mario
Yes.
RPG, or Mario versus Donkey
Maybe.
Kong?
Mario Wonder.
Wonder.
Mario Wonder.
Wonder.
I say get Mario Wonder and play
Never
Mario
played.
RPG, the original, for free.
Wow.
Do
There you go.
crimes.
That's true.
Don't even think about Mario DK. That's just move on from that.
Yeah. The thing is it's like looking at like Mario, Donkey Kong 94, and then this being the sequel is just kind of sad.
Is it?
Wow.
I really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
because 94
Check.
is so good, but
Tread
don't know.
lightly. Tread
no,
lightly.
no, I'm not. If you like
We
it,
don't
you
need
like it.
another
I,
one of these on the show. We have enough of this. There's enough. We have this base covered.
I'm
And
sorry.
then some.
I just
A
wish
cup
they would do another
overfloweth with Mario
Donkey
versus
Kong
Donkey
94. I like Donkey Kong. I just wish
I
they'd do
never
another
played.
94.
I wish they put 94 on NSO because I've never played it. I've never
Dude,
played
if
it.
you've never played it and you like these Mario vs. Donkey Kong games,
do.
you're going to love it. You're going to
Yeah,
love
I
it.
like these games. I liked them on Wii U. I like the one on Switch. I played it this week with Jack and my wife, and the co-op in Mario vs. DK is a lot of fun.
Is it? I haven't done
if
any.
you're looking
done
for
any
like
co-op.
if you're looking for a chill co-op game with maybe people that don't play games as often as you do, is a great choice.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's Mario versus Donkey Kong. You know what, haters? Mario versus Donkey Kong's been a big hit for me in the family.
I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm
Happy for
glad
you.
you're
Just
liking
gonna
it.
hate.
Yeah,
Just shake it off.
I really
It's
hope
just
that the next Switch Online stuff you do get 94. I think you are going to fall in love.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I want to play it.
Last question is a really good one from Tyler. Do you think Rare has a chance to make a comeback? Should Xbox sell them back to Nintendo? I'd be happy with Banjo-Kazooie remakes and a new Conquer game.
I think Rare had a comeback with Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
When
And-
they have
and
like
with Rare
50
Replay,
million people
yeah.
play that game. It's kind of low key huge. So
Yeah.
I think Rare's doing fine.
I don't know what the rights are for Viva Pinata, but if they made another one of those games, I'd be really happy. They're
Supposed to be
fantastic.
making what's that game they're making? The little what is the thing? They announced their next game that they're supposed to be making, but then they had a lot of turnover. Like the director for that game left, and the new guy came, and they rebooted it. And all that.
Your guy Donnie Nate the Hate says that
Everwild.
there is a new
Everwild.
Banjo game in the works.
That didn't surprise me at all. Especially, I thought most people thought that when Xbox bought Activision, that they now had the talent to possibly start a Banjo game. It'll be interesting to see who's making it because we have no idea if it is one of the Activision studios. Maybe it's not.
Mhm.
But it makes sense for them to reintroduce Banjo after Smash and all those things. Like it just makes sense.
They should get Toys for Bob to help them out. That would be
that's what everybody was thinking.
Didn't they
Ooh, that'd be
close that
great.
studio?
no. So
no.
they didn't close. They fired some people, but then now they sent everybody home, so they're working from home.
They're
So
Ah.
it's
working
not
remotely,
the
so they
studio's
closed the
not gone.
office.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
thought
closed
I
the office.
A lot of
misunderstood
people
that.
ran with that as
I
they got
see.
shut
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be like I think it's like a rose-colored glasses nostalgia kind of thing. Like people want
I agree.
Nintendo to buy Rare back. I think it would be cool. I don't think it would ever happen. But I it does seem hopeful for Banjo-Kazooie. Y'all aren't getting another Conquer game. Give it up.
And all those people aren't there anymore. Like that Rare isn't what Rare is.
Yeah.
Also-
Nintendo wouldn't be interested, I don't think, and I don't think Xbox
Play
is looking to
ukulele
sell.
if you want that team.
Also,
I always think
Yeah.
about the same thing. Like I always think about Bungie outbuying themselves now from Sony, and I always think of Blizzard leaving Activision and leaving
not gonna
Microsoft,
happen.
but it'll never happen.
No, that's not happening.
But those are my dream. Like that's like
yeah.
you know, guy in the sky. I want that.
All right, that wraps things up for the questions and the news. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. Can you remind everybody where they can find you, what you do, what you want them to know about you?
Yeah, so I'm GamerChex. You can find me at twitch.tv/GamerChex. I play a lot of World of Warcraft Classic, Season of Discovery in particular. I still need to finish Dragon Quest Monsters, so we'll be finishing that up on the stream. And then
This
I've been
man has
doing
done more
it.
to sell Dragon Quest Monsters.
I
in an
know.
hour.
Hey guys, you want to buy this game?
We're gonna get hit for like putting ads, and they're like, "When did Nintendo Shack start promoting stuff?"
Well, the funny thing is, I don't work for I work for Sony. I don't even work for Nintendo. Like I do legalese for Sony. So
Oh.
everything I
Yeah.
say is my own. But yeah. So I'd really like it if you guys came and watched some of the World of Warcraft streams. But we're also going to be playing Lethal Company. I'll be getting into Helldivers 2 and Last Epoch. Just a bunch of content right now. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you came by, drop me a follow.
He's also
Yeah.
in
And-
Discord. You can catch up with him and hang out with him.
Yeah,
He's
I'm in the Discord with you guys.
Thanks for joining us this week. And 2 quick reminders for our listeners. You have until the 29th to get in your Shack Valentine Open. This is the second to last Mario Golf on the
That's it.
3DS
That's correct.
Open that we're doing. You should do it. I'm going to get my scores in. The second, well, I forget what the second one.
Look what Smoke and Joe
I
said.
didn't know there was a second one. I was like,
I
is
didn't
there
know
a second
either.
one? I don't know.
Maybe I think I was going to say reminder that there's a Pokemon Direct this week, a Pokemon Presents on the 27th.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that next week. Get hyped.
Get hyped.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I really
Um,
appreciate you guys having me. And if
yeah.
you guys need anybody to fill in ever, just let me know. I'll be down
Oh,
to.
Ring.
thank
Send it to
you.
That signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Koopalings, have a good week. We will see you next time.
Deuces. Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?